world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. On my way to Brunei. The only way I can work out how to get there is to catch a taxi to the border, walk across the border, and hopefully find a taxi at the other side. But for now, my Grab driver is about to take me to the border. Well, I've left Malaysia, and now I'm just about at the Brunei side, but my Grab driver's taken me through, which is good of him. It cost me an extra 10 ringgit, maybe $3 or $4 to get to the Brunei side, which I'm glad, because this would have been a bit of a walk with all my gear on my back, but we're nearly here. Let's hope they let me in. Now, you could only drop me at the immigration gate, because these are the entry here. If he came any further, he'd have to go into Brunei, so I've just got to walk to immigration. And it's all right, guys, it's better than walking the whole way, and let's hope they let me in. All my research and people that I've spoken to say that yes, you can get a visa on arrival, Australians for Brunei, but you never know what's changed since COVID, so we'll see. If they don't let me in, well, what am I going to do about that? Well, I made it. I'm in Brunei. This is my taxi driver taking me to my hotel, which is about 20 minutes away, I think. And it took me a long time to get through there, but that wasn't the border's fault. There was a truck driver whose, I think, Malaysian ID had expired. So there was a big drama at the EES. It cost me about $23 Brunei, which is about 15 US. That was for the visa and the EES. Yeah, it costs you $3 Brunei to get into the country and $3 to get out. But I've got a 14-day single entry visa. I think Brunei might be in 2 sections, so I probably should have got a multi-entry visa, but there were so many people coming at me from so many directions, but only because everyone wanted to help. But anyway, I'm in Brunei and I'm waffling again. I'll speak to you from the hotel. Guys, it's thinned out. Of course it's thinned out now that I'm speaking, but this will give you an idea of what the rest of Brunei would have looked like if it wasn't for all the date palms, palm oil plantations. This is the real jungle here, and it was really, really thick when I got the GoPro out. Now it's thinned out, but this will still give you an idea. Well, I made it, guys. My hotel's upstairs at this supermarket, but that happens a lot in this part of the world. It's not a bad room, actually quite a good room. We'll see tomorrow what breakfast's like. Right now, I'm looking for a SIM card. Well, the tea ceremony must be pretty important here. There's a big teapot in the middle of the roundabout. They do like their roundabouts in this part of the world. Yeah. It looks like there's shops. There's nothing here but houses, but there does look like shops down here. And I was umming and ahhing whether to risk it, but I'm nearly there now. And when I mean risk it, it's Sunday, so I could find a phone shop and it'll be shut anyway. But let's go and have a look. Shops up here, so hopefully I've gone the right way. I only got my first smartphone beginning of this channel so I could fly the drone, and that really was the only reason. Now I can't live without the bloody thing. Anyway, there's a big shopping centre up here. Hopefully we'll find something, and hopefully it's open on a Sunday. I have to come here tomorrow to get a SIM card because it's Sunday, everything's shut. I'm still going to look around, but look at this, guys, right in the middle of town. Monkeys. I hope they're not mean ones, because I don't know, they seem pretty happy, not showing me his teeth or anything. Look at that, guys. Little kids running around, monkeys everywhere. Oh, look up on the wall. Everywhere you look's monkeys. I was just walking past on my SIM card hunt, and these guys are making roti, so I'm going to stop and have a delicious roti. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Oh guys, this looks so good, nice and crispy. Delicious. And they've also given me a chicken gravy, so I'll just put this down and I'll try a piece of the chicken gravy. Really, really good. But I'm going to put this away and eat. Don't judge me, guys, but I've been watching Luke Demands. I think the Flying the Nest guys, a few others eating at Jollibee, and there happens to be one in my hotel, so I have to try it. Well, everyone raves about Jollibee. It's alright. I think it's Filipino based, so maybe in Brunei it's not that good, but yeah, it's still just another McDonald's or Hungry Jack's to me. Morning world. It's the next day. I wasn't going to bother getting a SIM card because I do all my communications by WhatsApp, and I can use that when I'm in my hotel room, but I was thinking I don't have Google Maps, I don't have rideshare, I can't use rideshare, and the rideshare in Brunei, guys, is called DART, D-A-R-T. Uber and Grab and things are banned here, but you can get DART. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how cost efficient it is. I do know the taxi I got from the border cost me about $2 a minute, and I'm not sure if I was scammed or whether that's the normal price. But when I contacted the owner of the company to complain, because he did give me a quote for $50, that's why I couldn't argue, but I thought we were going, you know, half an hour up the road or something, so he had to go half an hour there and half an hour back. But it wasn't, man. It was about maybe 15-20 minutes up the road. It was the first place you saw after the border was my hotel, pretty much. So yeah, wasn't very happy about that. I got a SIM card, it's working fine. The office I went to was this DST, the purple office over there, and it cost me $20 for 10 gig that'll last 7 days, which that's pretty expensive, but that's what was on offer. And first they offered me for $10 3 gig. I said no, I'll need a bit more than that. I might not need more than that, but it's better to have too much than too little. So now I'm going to go and have one of those delicious rotis that I had yesterday, and then I'm going to decide what to do for the rest of the day. I was just saying Brunei's a bit expensive, but this roti, egg roti, coffee and chicken gravy was about $1.30 US, so not bad at all. Well guys, this is my Grab driver, Zuhadi. He's going to show me around, about $15 an hour, which works out about $10 US an hour, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. But let's go and have a look at the KB district of Brunei. Guys, this stunning mosque is the Kampung Pandan Mosque. It's the biggest mosque in the area. At night time it's all lit up with these blue lights. You can see it from my hotel. I'll put a bit of film in now. Yeah, I'm very unlikely to GoPro showing you this properly, guys, but that mosque, just unbelievable. Just unbelievable, guys, but even my phone doesn't show it properly. Oh, that's a bit better. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, guys. Brunei is a very strict Muslim country, very, very strict. They've got some very strict laws, like just drug possession's the death penalty, I believe. There's other things, but don't do drugs. You know when you come here that that's the laws. Don't do it, guys. I don't do it ever, but even if you do partake a little bit, if you're in countries like this, don't partake. And even, guys, when you've got prescription medications, be careful that they're allowed in this country as well, because you can still get in trouble with your own prescriptions. So be very, very careful. This is just beautiful, and you saw the green. Sorry that I couldn't get close up, more of a close-up, but my hotel's maybe 2 or 3 kilometers that way. And guys, this is the Riverside Menara. This is where the Sultan comes to speak to the people, and it's a very, very important place for Brunei. Beautiful. He lives in the north. He lives in the town I'm going to tomorrow. Sorry guys, I'll make sure you know it when I know it. This is the auditorium. I think it'll be an honour to, hello. I think it will be an honour. It would be an honour to be invited here to hear him speak. This is the hotel here. I almost stayed here, but it was just a bit too much expensive. All the hotels here are expensive, but where I am is all right. It's a little bit out of town though, hence having to get the rideshare guy to come and drive me around. Yeah guys, isn't this beautiful? And I will say, no plastic. What you can see there are just leaves and sticks. There's no plastic bottles or plastic bags or anything. It's really quite clean and beautiful. My driver said this is the 10 million barrel memorial, but I just read on that sign it was 1 billion barrels of oil come out when they built this. But I'll find out when I get up here. I've got little oil platforms here. They actually look like working platforms, but they might just be part of the memorial. But there's a few up here as well. They could be working oil platforms. Guys, they've got all the plumbing and everything here. So yes, these are actually working oil wells. And this was put up for the 1,000,000th barrel of crude oil that came out of here in 1991. So there's a lot come out of there since then. It's probably a bit windy, that's why I'm talking so loud, but I wanted you to have a quick look at this. Oh wow, all out there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that whole area is oil platforms. And oh, so many. There's a little one up here. I'm guessing the reason the memorial is here is because this might have been the original field. You can see the oil wells all up here. It's over there, they're all the way up here. Yes, a very, very oil-rich country. And there's still people living in poverty. It makes me sad. And it also makes me feel very, very lucky that I'm an Australian. Look, there's a massive, massive big, almost an oil city over there. There's that many bits and pieces built in the one mine. Yeah guys, I am very lucky to be an Australian. All these little murals here. Started way back there, but they're all commemorating one part of Brunei's history. Like here was in 1929, Brunei Shell Petroleum started up. I'm guessing that was the beginning of the oil fields. Amazing guys. Oh, I like this one. Just the colours, beautiful. This was the position of the very first peg. So the very first oil well was here on the 12th of July 1928, and they got oil at 974 feet on the 5th of April 1929. And the total output from this mine, from this well, was 760 tonnes of oil. Amazing. There's a rig working there. There was the one when we were back at the memorial you saw working, a couple up there. There's one actually running here. So 100 years later pretty much, they're still pulling oil out of here. Well guys, we've driven maybe 2 or 3 kilometres along this road from the memorial, and it's just been oil rigs all along. And the ones that aren't pumping, they're purposely stopped because they're controlling how much oil's coming out. This is what's called Scott, the Saria crude oil terminal. All these, as far as I can see, is tanks, massive big tanks here, just all oil, full of oil. And it's Shell Corp, but as I said before, a big chunk of the money goes into the Sultan's pocket, but we'll discuss that at a later date. Well guys, tattooing's technically illegal in Brunei, but they turn a blind eye to tattooing foreigners. So a guy's just about to come to my room, local tattooist, and do my Brunei tattoo. So I'm going to get in there and wait for him.
Yep.
Guys, I wish you could see that moss the way I'm seeing it. Just beautiful. That tattoo was pretty basic, but like I said, it's illegal in this country, so being able to get tattooed at all was lucky. Now guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. May as well hit that bell icon while you're down there. I always try and respond to your comments, so leave a comment, give me a big thumbs up, share this video everywhere you can, and we'll see you in the next one.